I want to show you guys and go over how to chain some of these passes we've been learning together. Just to frame how you think about passing, or how I think about passing, I feel like direct passing, hitting just one pass, causes a reaction, and then you're ready to capitalize on that reaction. So you're not too committed to any one pass. You're ready to kind of chain and change the position that you're doing to get ahead of your opponent. Because if you think about, like, jiu-jitsu has so many variables that we can play around with, it's very difficult to predict what the next person is going to do. Like, it might be in a conventional sport like baseball or like something like that. You know the person only has one path to victory. In jiu-jitsu, there's so many things you can do. So the game is make them play catch up. Okay, so we're gonna learn how to we're gonna talk about chaining the outside pass, the knee cut, and the side smash together. Okay, so I'll get you right here, Higi. Okay, so when I'm chaining these passes, I'll typically start always with side smash pressure. This is what I'm thinking about. I start in their headquarters or their De La Hiva. I start to break it down by pinning his shoulder and his knee. I'm pulling my leg back like this. Boom. And now I will angle myself and just harass his abductor, like make him feel like this is kind of stressing him out. I'll lean like diagonally. I'll try to put it in front of my chest. I'll open his leg and I'll threaten this a lot. Okay. A lot of times I'll even walk myself all the way over into a leg weave here, and I'll work with my forearm to push his knee in front of my chest. And I'm just trying to start this like a series of reactions from him, okay? Once, he's gonna start with like a lot of isometric resistance. He's just gonna be flexing against it. But as his muscles start to get tired and he starts to loosen up, he's gonna start moving his body and trying to readjust. And that's what we're looking for, okay? So if I was gonna chain this with the knee cut, I would start threatening. I can feel my belly pushing on the outside of his leg. And as he starts to open his leg, I push with my arms and I lift my hips. And I start to walk my toes more center, okay? And now as he starts to center himself, I'm now thinking about the next position. So I'm thinking about my underhook, framing on his top leg, and then dropping my knee on his bottom leg, okay? So I'll bring this in front of his thigh and drop my shin in front. Boom, okay? And I don't fully commit to this pass. I'm just present. I'm causing frames and I'm causing him to feel like he needs to react. As he starts to push me out, so he's pushing me out, he's starting to center himself like this. I walk him back into the knee cut and I go right back into the first position I was playing. So I'm constantly bouncing between here and here. And this is a great drill you can do. So if we rotate, watch how my legs are working, okay? So my legs are cross-stepping, meaning my trail leg is stepping across, and then I start to apply pressure. My arms are holding me up at first, and then they're slowly relaxing and allowing a lot of my body weight to go into his knee. And when I feel him resisting, I put weight back in my arms, I start cross-stepping again and changing the angle, and then I go knee and frame his hip, and I start to drop inside, okay? And the way you're getting ahead of him is that he's using energy that is stopping the current pass you're doing, but it's helping the pass that you're gonna chain it with. So eventually, like, as you continue to take advantage of his reaction, helping your pass you're chaining, he's gonna fall more and more behind because you're getting extra energy and power and momentum that you wouldn't otherwise get if you just attacked directly and he just resisted it, okay? So that's why it's important not to commit fully on a direct pass and more just to think about getting the reaction so that your next pass you chain is a little bit stronger than it should be, okay? So in this situation, when I'm doing the knee cut and he's thinking about taking the weight off of this bottom leg, he's centering himself, he's creating energy in this direction. I just have to be ready to walk him back to that side, okay? So as I feel this leg starting to raise, I'll control his knee. I'll start to walk my cross step back. I'll switch my arms. So I go to his shoulder and to his knee, and then I start to walk him down again. Boom. And then as he starts to walk back, a lot of times I don't have to go back to the knee cut. I can outside pass and start to bring him here. Boom. And now as he starts to recover here, he hip escapes. Boom. I walk him back into the headquarters position. Okay? walking, dropping, boom. Always keeping him in the system. I'm never like going into his headquarters and allowing him to just wrap me back up in De La Hiva, so I have to start over. Once I break the control of his position, I'm just bouncing between these passes and trying to get ahead of him using his own energy to go into the next pass. Okay, so try that out.